Hey kids, Mr. Glenn here, hope you're well. We are going to take a look at creating ID badges and boarding passes. The time taken to make our model so far means that we may need to use a plan B, but this is not a bad thing because we are going to go and make some badges. Now if you look closely at the badge here, you can see I put my name on there. You can put your name on. I've got mission control pass. You could call it something similar. Don't call it mission control pass. You can think of something unique for yours. I've got some badges that I've got here. Now, I couldn't find mine on Procreate, and I know that you made yours in Procreate, but I went and got one that I possibly would have made in Procreate. Remember, we had them on the board and we used them as inspiration. We built them ourselves. So using the different colors and the layers, I went and changed this into a screenshot and sent it as a PNG or a JPEG, and then I can go and convert it into this mission control. Now if you look closely, you can see that there are some other bits and pieces here. I've got a peg, and this is called a tapered peg. So the taper means that the sides are sloped and slanted, and it means that even if my sizes aren't perfect, I can create that wedge, and it sticks into the bottom of my pass. And the reason we've done that is because we have a hole in it, and there is a hole for, if I just pause my video, I'll be back in 2 ticks. And we've got these, you can see these if it's going to not be so blurry. Nope. But we've got these are little 10mm by 3mm magnets, and that's what that grey circle is for in our model. Now I've made one for you, okay, and you can use it as a template, and you can make your own on top. But also I put a QR code on there. And the QR code allows us to display our work. Now because we're using a single colour, we will make them quite light, and it means that we can colour over the top with a black Sharpie and make it look like a regular QR code. So let's go and take a look over at what we've got in here. I've got my boarding pass here, my control pass, and my mission ID. So I've got a couple of things going on here. One, I got my picture and I got a QR code, and I've also got a template. Now what I'm going to give you here, you can use some of this, but most of it is in purple. You can see I've locked it just so that we can keep our shapes. And what you're going to have to do is use this hole on the inside, and you're going to have to do the first thing, which is go and create it. And it is 10.5mm wide by 3.5mm high, and it is 50mm long. So you're going to have to create that because it won't be in here, and then you're going to have to bring that together and use the align tool like we've done before. Use the align tool and put it into the center. Now the reason it's so long is because the magnet will be part of two pieces of magnet. The magnet goes on the underside of your shirt, and then the top magnet goes on top, so it holds the badge in place on your shirt. The magnets are quite strong, so you just need a little magnet go underneath, and this one pops on top. And the magnetism, the strength, goes through the plastic case. So the magnet is going to be inside here. So here's my magnet. Sillily, I've called it battery, when it's not a battery, it's a magnet. And that, if I'm going to unlock it, will go inside here, and it goes up into the inside at the very top, so that it's top heavy, and it means it's going to hang like a picture frame on your shirt. There's no pins, so it's not going to pull your shirt apart, and if it falls off, which it shouldn't do because the magnet's very strong, it's not going to ruin your clothes either. So you're going to have to make that 3.5mm by 10.5mm by 50mm, and then align it. Next, you're going to need some text. Rules for the text is it can't be too tall, because the thing about text is it's got lots of surface area. And what I mean by that is that the surface area creates, the more surface area, the longer the print. And the longer the print, the more material it is, and it just means that some badge is going to take a long time. The more words you've got in there, the more complicated it is. If it's really small like this, I don't know how, what we call the fidelity, how clear it's going to be. So how clear is it really when it's printed? The fidelity of it is going to be, we're going to have to see. We're going to have to see about that. But Mars mission will be fine. The clarity of that, how clear it's going to be, the fidelity is going to be very good. So I'm going to put your text on there. You put your name. You could be Colonel, Commander. You could be Starfleet Commander using Star Trek. But the text is going to have to be a maximum of about 2 millimeters high. Now, that seems quite low, but actually it isn't when you consider that this piece here is already 1 millimeter. Then you put your names in, and then next thing we need to do is go and get a picture. So once you've got yourself sorted here, and you've got your names on, and you've got something like Mission Control Pass, I'll see you in the next clip. All right. As always, good luck.